Welcome one and all, it's time for the Fairy Tale Spoilers, and I am your host, as always, Mr. Savagezweipanda, here to present you, and it's the 10-year anniversary of Fairy Tale, so yo, let's get some fucking claps in there. We've got some great stuff. I'm also as well going to be doing a little special video and all that, showing all of the great artwork that, like, a ton of the people had done for, like, Fairy Tale for its 10-year anniversary. A bunch of, like, the mangakas from the magazine as well, so definitely wait and enjoy for that. But today, we're going to be talking about the spoilers for 495, and, well, just going to be showing straight up front there. We've got an awesome little 10-year anniversary thing that Hiromashima, like, did himself and all that, with all the little characters like that. And I can see those parents that he's doing there. You can clearly see and all that. You see, like, you know, Natsu's Lucy there, Gray, like, Julia, you get to see Urza, Jalal. I know a lot of you could, like, had that little cheeky notice there about Laxus and Mira Jane, and, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people saw that little thing where it was like, oh, he mentioned the whole thing about, like, Mira Jane and Laxus soon, so, you know, we might get something on them, and of course, Gargiel and Levy, because, you know, we've got to have their sweet little moment. And now we've got an awesome front cover and all that. Really like it of, like, the entire, like, main crew just there going in for its 10-year anniversary. Strangely enough, it doesn't have Natsu with the scar though. That was the one thing I was like, huh, like that was a little bit weird, like, coming into it. I was like, alright, like, maybe just genuinely forgot, or just like, fuck it, they just did say they want it. But here we go, we're gonna go to the spoilers at 3, 2, 1, let's go. Now we get to see, like, right at the start of the chapter, we get to see that, like, they are looking at just the entire army of Zeref ready to charge at them, and definitely, like, Natsu and Lucy there looking terrified, just there saying, like, you know, we're gonna be okay and all that. That seems like quite a big, like, you know, mass amount of enemies. Then going into it, it's like, you know, we see Gray and Julia commenting about this and they're saying, like, how are we going to do it? And it seems like they are strategizing, like, they've got to seem to come up with some sort of plan to do this. And, like, when we go into the next page, it's Zereth saying, like, you know, reminding him, like, of Happy about that moment they said that, you know, that you're E.N.D. and all that you're my brother. And, like Happy's like, no, like, probably going, there has to be some other way and all that. I'll pretend like anything, like, Natsu has to do that. And Natsu just goes, let's charge in and all that, let's go, we're ready. And, like, I like kind of the little bit of the friendly, like, competition between them, and their, like, plan and all that. It's like, alright, we'll go in and all that, we'll go and take care of things, like, for the meantime, until we get out the others here. And then they just go fucking in. You see Natsu charging up. And we have actually got the translations for all of this stuff here right now. So I'm going to be reading off to you exactly what the full translations of them are. Like, and we get to see, like, these were translated by Linami of, like, the manga helpers, so thank you for her and all that, to doing that. And Lucy is going, like, are they all our enemies? And Natsu replying, even though our home is so close, and, like, Gray going, we have no other choice but to defeat them. And Julia's going, Julia is ready to, Happy's going, me too. And it's like, there's no way that we'll break through so many opponents without a plan. But it's like, yeah, we know that everyone's going to come here, so that's promising, as Natsu replies and all that. And, like, this is where we exactly going with the Happy moment, where it was exactly as what you said and all that. They were saying, you know, if I die and all that, you die with me, Natsu. And Happy's thinking, there must be another way. I won't let Natsu die. Natsu going, let's go and all that. And Urza's, like, suggesting, saying, like, we'll push up the first line up until the others will go. Even if it's just one step and all that, it's a way back to our guild. And it's just like Lucy and all that, like, the first master is waiting for us. Julia, like, Zereth is there too. And, like, I love this part of the end. It's just like Gray going, how about a little contest, Natsu? Who will strike down Zereth first? Like, and, like, Natsu's like, I'm all fired up, and, like, his stomach starts going a bit. It's like, oh, you idiot. Like that, it's like, you're really sloppy, aren't you? Like, going into it, like, that right there was like, one, because, yeah, you still don't know about the whole Zereth and still, like, you know, relationship with him and all that, and the fact that, like, especially, this is, like, their own way of, like, trying to keep, like, light on the odds. It's like, yeah, let's have a friendly guy. It's still trying to keep things light in the way that, you know, their whole guild has taken over. They don't know where their friends are. Just them. They're still a little bit beaten up, and it's like, you know, we've still got all these, like, even though it's just a goon of fucking squads and all that coming in there, we don't know if, like, when the Spriggans are going to appear at any moment, and it could be like they appear, like, right at the, like, last moment or like that, but we could also see, like, the other parts of their, like, Team Fairy Tail. So it's kind of interesting that they didn't head straight, but, like, they didn't head straight back to Tenro Island, right, all the way over there, and it was like, alright, we know that everyone's going to be gathering up there, we know that pretty much the main forces are going to be coming there. Meanwhile, we are going to do, like, a good bit of damage, we're going to hold ourselves out and deal with that stuff, so we have to wait and see. And it's, like, curious to see, like, who's going to face off who, and this is where, especially, I mentioned before, it's like, what about the whole stuff we said already about some of the Spriggans that have already had their fights, honestly, with these guys here and all that, and they're, like, honestly, if, like, someone like Jill came back, or Jacob, or, like, any of the ones that already had their fights, I'd be like, oh, you know, we kind of already had these moments, and I wouldn't be surprised if they just got knocked out of the way and say, like, yo, go get the fuck out of here. So, honestly, that's my whole thing, like, with, like, the Spriggans, but I've already done a video about that as well, so you can go and see that down below as well, and me talking about where the finale of, like, everything is going with Fairy Tail, but, overall, like, not too much information and not too much stuff happening in these, like, chapter pages that we did get and all that, so that was the one thing I was like, oh, that was, like, a little bit, like, surprising, like, kind of the ones and all that, like, the Fairy Tail stuff, like, wasn't, like, I'd definitely say it's not like it's going to be a bad chapter, but it's like, oh, it's so far and all that is kind of, like, what we kind of expected so far, and it's like, it looks like, well, honestly, they didn't get us the juicy material, like, right straight up ahead and all that in the Fairy Tail, but, like, getting the first, like, 5 pages or so, so I'm really goddamn excited, and also as well, since the magazine is out, all that news as well about the big announcement, so we're literally staying here, like, grabbing our like hands and feet and all that across and saying, what is it? Is it an anime news? Is it like something else? Is it the manga going into final art? Like, what is going on? We need to know. So that, like, there's some sort of announcement. So yeah, gonna be on standby for when that goes down and all that, because that can happen now. That could happen tomorrow. It could happen even when the chapters just come straight out. So we're honestly gonna have to wait and see. But yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys like ahead and all that. So like you know where exactly to come and all that when the Fairy Tail news is dropping and all that, because I'll be trying to get that. It's like be one of the first people to try and get that news out. That's all for me though. So thank you much for watching. As always, let me know what you guys think of the spoilers in the comment section down below. I will see you guys though next time.